The race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Fella? How's that one strike you? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us, and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free your ass.
The fact this man don't know what the hell slavery was and all the things that happened in slavery is crazy. Jeff Metcalf just went on a racist tangent, and why am I not surprised? Let's talk about it. So people was right all along about the Metcalf family. It's funny how these type of people always seem to contradict themselves. They are so adamant that nothing is about race, but every single time the real them shows up, and somehow race becomes the center of everything. So this good Christian white man goes on Fox News and the Megyn Kelly show. They do these polished B-rolls and these sentimental interview segments, all to push a narrative. But what does Jeff do? He destroys all the filters and shows his ugly, true nature. Anyway, I'm Jay with the Beard. If you're new here, consider hitting like, subscribe, and joining the tribe. Leave a comment, let me know that you sub so I can personally welcome you to the gang. Now, before anybody try to take this out of context, I do, like I stated before, have empathy for the situation. A young man lost his life, which is tragic, but that does not give you a free pass to racism. And I know that's going to be the part that some people who don't look like me refuse to acknowledge. I more so have empathy for the situation in Austin because judging by this man's rant, that kid was facing the uphill battle. The racist things that good old Christian Jeff is throwing in this video are probably some of the same attitudes that were normalized in that household. And if that's true, it makes the allegations about bullying a lot easier to believe. I mean, like seriously, bro, like what morally sound person who's talking passion tries to bully a kid out in the rain at a damn track meet? Kids mingle at track meets all the time. It's really not that unusual. I don't know why they made a big deal about it. It is a social event. In an alternate universe where Austin Metcalf was talking passion and just greeted Carmelo Anthony with a bottle of water or just a how you doing, none of this may have never happened.
You're going to support someone who does something against the law. You're encouraging and saying it's okay because he's a certain color. Oh, you've got more melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more in privileges, more entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us, and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free your ass. And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I've been so oppressed.
The fact this man don't know what the hell slavery was and all the things that happened in slavery is crazy. Post-slavery, bro, yeah. You can't justify this, bro. This is things that's been on this man's mind forever. This is his thoughts. This is his true thoughts. You know what I'm saying? He said support a criminal, somebody who committed a crime. Your son committed a crime. Whether you want to admit it or all the other white people want to admit it or not, he committed a crime when he put his hands on someone. That's assault. Okay? One crime does not get rid of the other crime. There were two crimes committed. Now, some people think it's not first degree. Some people think it's manslaughter. Some people think it's something other lesser crimes. But there were two crimes committed, and your son committed one of those crimes. And that's all people are saying, I think. I think most people are just saying that make it fair across the board. Whatever charge they gave Case and Allison, like people are just saying make it be fair across the board.
Couldn't even vote 1960. Look how far you've come.
Wow, look how far you've
come. Look at all
come.
the free shit we give you. You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled. You know what DEI stands for? Yeah. Means I don't have to be fucking qualified. I just have to be a certain color or race or gender.
That's literally not what DEI means. It's not what it stands for. It's basically It's basically in the abbreviation what it stands for. It's to give equal playing field, level playing field for everybody to be able to exist in the workplace or get those type of jobs. Because we already know what white people do. They pick their own kind even when they're not qualified. So if someone isn't qualified, more than likely it's the white person. We already know when we see women get jobs, when we see white women get jobs, 9 times out of 10, that black woman is more educated than that white woman.
Whose broad ass idea was that? I don't know about you, but when I grew up, there was no participation trophy. There wasn't a safe space created for me because my feelings were hurt. We had to take actual responsibility for our own actions. Wow, what a concept.
Oh, really? When? When did white people start taking responsibilities for their own actions or accountability? Never. This has never happened. He just mentioned the 50s, bro. Do you know how much stuff went on in the 50s? Do you know how many black people died back in those times for no reason at all? This is the crazy thing about white people. White people don't take accountability for nothing. All they say is that I didn't participate. I didn't exist back then. But yet you reap the benefits of things that happened back then. It's easy for him to say, y'all were sold to us, but then disassociate himself from those people back then when it's time to take accountability and say, hey, I don't have anything to do with it. I wasn't born then. This man's grief does not excuse what he is saying, okay? It's not even close. If you agree with this, I hope you shit on yourself. Now, I watched this rant multiple times because I wanted to be like, hey, hold on. Maybe he is just grieving. Maybe he don't mean this stuff that he's saying. This is my first reaction. But as I watch this, I can tell you that this man didn't turn like this overnight. I can tell that he's been this way forever because his jokes go back further than his hairline. Okay? I feel embarrassed for this man. So this man goes live and go on this rant because Carmelo Anthony's parents don't want to pray with him. Bro, ain't nobody trying to pray with you. Okay? Why would they want to pray? Why would they want to pray with you? I'm not praying with somebody who wants to get my son locked away forever. That's not happening. Like, bro, this has got to be the most entitled thing I have ever witnessed. You got to be out of your mind, okay? I'm not praying with you. I'm just, me personally, I'm not praying with you. People don't have to respond to you the way you want them to. Nobody owes you comfort. That's the same sense of entitlement that led this situation spiraling out of control in the first place. Austin Metcalf was so entitled that he felt like he could actually put hands on someone and make them move because he said so. A lot of people grow up believing that everybody that they encounter is supposed to submit to their expectations, bro, but reality don't work that way at all. Your children are sometimes a direct reflection of you. That's just the way it is. And I'm not gonna lie, after hearing stories about how menacing the Metcalf twins were and seeing their father conduct himself the way he did, it just makes everything make more sense. This boy probably genuinely thought that he was doing the right thing, all because this is something his father instilled in him. He don't seem like a father that would say, you can't just walk around putting your hands on people. If someone is doing something that's against the law or against whatever rules, go get authority. So it kind of makes me question, is this what they meant when they said Austin was a leader? Because I'm really starting to feel like to them, being a leader means inserting yourself in a dominant role. It honestly seems like he failed his kids because he never taught them the consequences of putting their hands on someone. We could talk about all the other stuff all you want to. You do not put your hands on someone and tell them how to respond. You think you crazy? It's gonna always be somebody out there crazy. You think you can take it far? It's gonna be somebody out there who's willing to take it way further than you would ever think about. That's why it's important to protect yourself and not be so impulsive. I teach my kids all the time. You have to protect yourself here first. Think about what you're gonna do. Think about what you're doing and what could be the ramifications for that. It's really that simple. He may have been more excessive by law. But in that moment, what can the law do to save you? Yeah, they can lock that person away for 35 years. But that does not bring your life back. So judging by the way Jeff Metcalf acts and how he has low impulse control, I'm pretty sure he never taught his kids how to control themselves and protect themselves in situations like this. And that really saddens me because this young man potentially lost his life because his father failed him. In a way.
The race card, black fatigue, it's real. I'm sorry. You have embarrassed your own culture and race. Don't get me wrong, we got a lot of people that embarrass the shit out of me too. But you guys, you got a patent on that shit. And the only people that's going to change it are you. Don't blame the white person because we can't change it. But you're going to blame the white person for every fucking thing else. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night. Because he's going to have many nights to think about what the fuck he did.
Now, these type of white people think it hurts black people's feelings when they say black fatigue. Look, I'm here to tell you, bro. If you are tired, take your ass to sleep, okay? I'm pretty sure the world would be much quieter because y'all getting on white people's nerves too. So is it really black fatigue or white fatigue? The funny part out of all this, bro, is that he's doing all this projecting. Meanwhile, he's not even in the house with his family. You trying to stereotype black people when your life don't even match the image that you're trying to sell, brother. Make it make sense. You got a whole baby mama. It don't get no ghetto than that. Now, an old email has surfaced from a cheerleader who reportedly wrote coaches about Hunter Metcalf's inappropriate behavior, and she describes them as bullies.
Just listen to this. One of the cheerleaders complaining about the twins. Coaches, the other cheerleaders and I have tried to make an effort to stay supportive and spirited throughout the football season. However, the disrespect we feel coming from some of the football players is making it very difficult. Today, after our game against Liberty, some of us cheerleaders in uniform went to Canes. While talking amongst ourselves about the loss, Hunter Metcalf stood up and yelled that my friend and fellow varsity cheerleader is a fat bitch. I don't understand what triggers his rages, but to yell this unprovoked made us all really upset and was incredibly embarrassing for my friend, as everyone is in Canes looked at her and started laughing. We see the Metcalfs act out time and time again, but we trust that there is no repercussions or some sort of consequence, so we stay out of it. But for it now to be directed towards one of the people that shows up to every game to support and cheer them on is astounding to me. After they left Canes, one of the other football players told us that Hunter said his hands were bisexual, implying that he would not only hit guys, but also girls. She is not embarrassed, but genuinely scared, especially after seeing the way he can act on the field. I'm only coming to you because I feel that you should be aware that he is acting like this in public spaces, which is not good for our school's representation and is discouraging us from keeping the cheerleading them on. I'm sorry for even having to come to you about this, but after tonight, it truly feels like it's getting out of hand. I recognize that he may be upset that we lost, but there is no justification for the way he treated my friend tonight. I would also appreciate for my name to stay confidential, as I fear what they would do if they knew.
So yeah, bro, honestly, stuff like this just makes me question the witnesses' testimonies in this case. I mean, you had one guy who was clearly friends with this dude say that he was not his friend. You have kids using terminology that I know that they don't even know what the fuck it means. Okay? A lot of this stuff sounded rehearsed and coached, and that's probably why they did not allow cameras in the courtroom. I'm pretty sure if this dude was a bully, they was not gonna say it because they are his friends. I just know every time I heard the words that he was a leader, something just never sit right with me. Okay, because leader for some people mean different things. It can mean somebody who inspires people or someone who just likes being in charge. At the end of the day, this situation became something bigger than the incident a long time ago. This became a battle of narratives. These people wanted revenge, and I can't really blame them. They lost a child. These people wanted revenge, so they painted Carmelo Anthony as being a monster. The more Jeff Metcalf speaks, it should become harder for the public to believe the image that was originally presented to the public. This was the same man who said, let's not make it about race. And honestly, no matter how many racial comments you get online, if you're not a racist person, you won't stoop to their level. But let me know how you feel about this in the comments. If you stuck around this long, you're already part of the gang now. Drop a hype if you're on mobile, and I'll catch you on the next one.